Hi, welcome to the Thorite Compressed Air Workshop. Today we're going to look at nail guns and staple guns. The first tool in the range is a bradder. These are used primarily for firing small pins, or brads as they're known, into fine mouldings such as picture frames, glazing beads, door mouldings, etc. Generally speaking, they fire brads from 20 to 50 millimeters in length. This tool is what's known as a finish nailer. It's used by joiners generally for fixing archways, door frames, skirtings, possibly even some boat building and light duty joinery work. This is an angled frame nailer. It's designed for putting up studding work, framing, etc. The idea being able to get into tight corners with this tool. They do come in different angles, so the idea is that you choose the angle which suits your purposes and posture best. This is a coil nailer. As you can see, it's configured differently to the other tools that I showed you before. It has a coil of nails that fits into the cartridge. This tool is used essentially for production purposes, in pallet making or repairing, in shed building or decking construction, etc. The last tool in the range is this little staple gun. These are designed for fixing low resilience materials, in particular for upholstery work or for fixing canvas on scenery making for theatrical use, or cobblers use them for fixing heels and soles onto shoes. Although these tools are fairly similar in lots of respects, they all have different applications and quite a lot of different sizes of nails and different types of nails. So let's take a look at the operation of these tools now. So, on to using nail guns. A couple of points first of all before we start on safety aspects of using these type of air tools. Always wear safety specs or safety goggles. These type of tools, when you're firing a nail into wood, can hit a knot or another screw or a nail or whatever, and the nail can be bounced out and fly into your eyes. So always ensure you cover your eyes with safety goggles or glasses. Second safety aspect is, when you're loading the tools, always load them with the gun entirely detached from any airline, then it can't accidentally fire, trigger off and fire the nail into your leg or wherever. So, loading the gun. These are 40mm brad nails. Let's lock simply into the guide like that. Raise the guide up. It's a small point I might mention at this point before we plug the tool into the airline. All air tools, particularly these type of tools, need lubrication for use to lubricate the internals of the tools. If you don't lubricate them, then they'll have a very, very short life. So there are two ways of doing it. You can either use a filter regulator lubricator unit, which will be wall mounted, for instance, or on a compressor, or quite simply in this case a little inline oiler like this, which is fillable through the screw hole there, and then you put your airline coupling on the end of there and it draws the lubricant into the tool. So we've got the thing loaded. Basic parts of the tool I'll run through at this stage, I think. That's obviously the cartridge where you load the brads into the tool. This is the air cylinder which actually powers the device. That's a safety interlock. Of course, you don't want to be able to fire the tool off before you've got onto the workpiece, because you could quite easily injure yourself or somebody else. So the tool will not fire until that's pushed up and into its using position. If in the event you get a jam, and tools have different ways of clearing jams, this one has a detachable nose piece on it, which means you can take the front off it and take any bent or jammed nails out of there. Turn that so I can close it again. Open the tool up. Right, we're ready to go. Attach the airline. As I said, there's no possible way of operating this gun until the safety is pressed. So push down, always keep your hands well clear of the tool in case anything does go wrong, and that fires in. See how easily that goes in, and that's a nice finished surface. So if the pressure is too low, you find the gun won't fire. Increase the pressure slightly, and of course, because there's not sufficient pressure, the nail only goes part way into the wood. You need to just keep increasing the pressure to get perfect setting. Just nail head on the surface and the product pressed together. So just to sum up on our nailers, there's a wide range of tools available, from bradders, finish nailers, angle nailers, coil nailers, staple tackers, all designed for many applications with a broad range of nails available. Thinking of safety, don't forget, always load the gun before connecting to the air hose, and don't mess about with the gun or point the gun at other people. Nail guns can be very dangerous items. On adjustment, don't forget, use the pressure regulator on the compressor or in the airline to regulate the nail drive depth. And finally, on maintenance, don't forget to use a lubricator in the airline to maintain the tool correctly.